Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Art Therapy Thursday and we will be finishing up our lovely Kevin Teo art ice cream girl here. Well, we're going to make it lemon and lime sherbet, but ice cream nonetheless. We're going to do the picnic table that she's on as well as the ice cream and the spoon. I've already finished her hair and everything else, so she is finished. And then we're going to do a background. So some of these areas, if it takes too long, I might speed up. So I will post a little blurb if I'm going to speed up or not. But I will go through and try not to speed anything up because, I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera. Ooh, and I'm going to turn it down because that's awfully bright. All right, so let's turn that brightness way down, like way down. Let's just go here, and then we'll go here. All right, that's better. The gain was up way too high, so we'll stay with that. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to start with this ice cream ball here, or sherbet ball. And we're going to start with, let's start with this one, I think. There's so many dark greens in this set. I am using the Artisto set, and I'm looking for a certain one. Well, let's start with night. Let's start with night green in the darkest of areas here. And I'm getting a shadow, so let's turn that off. Oh, that doesn't help. Turn that back on. Let's just turn it so that I don't get a shadow. Is that better? A little bit. Hi. What works for one camera does not work for the other. So I'm going to try to keep my hands away from where I'm coloring so that I don't get a huge shadow. So I'm just doing all the darker areas in the night green. I hope you all enjoyed the stream last night. So, I was saying last night that on Saturday there may be a change of time. And the reason being is because it is Emily's streamiversary. So we are all going to join up. There's a few of us that are going to join up, and we're going to stream on Emily's channel for her streamiversary. And that will be at my regular time on Saturday. So I can't be at two places at once. So I will be helping Emily celebrate her streamiversary. And then I will do my Saturday, my collection selection Saturday after, between that and Tammy. So I'm still going to do my selection for Saturday, but it will be a couple hours later than my normal time. All right, so there's our dark. Now we want to go a little bit lighter, so we're going to go celery. Like so. But I will post about that, and of course Emily's going to post it. And it will be well posted between now and then. So just so you know, on Saturday I will not be streaming at my regular time, and I will be over on Emily's for her streamiversary. So make sure you pop over and say hi and hang out with Emily and help her celebrate the years that she has been on streaming for you all. Providing us wonderful content of her beautiful colorings and artwork and tutorials and all the other fun things that she does for us. We will, of course, be coloring in Johanna Basford. Not everybody has the same books, so, as long as it's Johanna Basford, we're all good, because I do have some. I just don't have all of them. I really like the Worlds of Wonder book, so that's the one I will be coloring in. I know it's not Kevin Teo, but, her channel. All right, so now we've got the medium tone in there. And now we're going to grab mint. We're just going to come off of that a little bit with the mint. And some of the darker areas. I'm really trying hard not to get my hand in the way, but unfortunately, I've got a shadow going on there because my light is being a fuss. Here, let's see if I can eliminate it with turning that on. Does that eliminate? It does. Okay, good. That knocks it down quite a bit, so that's all that matters. That's good. All right. And then we're going to grab our lightest one here, which is this one, which is spinach. And we're just going to blend all that together. Now, again, the paper in this book is very smooth, so not going to tell a fib and say it's really easy to color in this book because it does not take huge amounts of layers, and I enjoy building that color up sometimes. And this is one of those books that, or the paper is anyway, that may be better suited for markers, but I don't want to use markers in this book, so now I'm just going to go in with some apple green and just do a bit of transition work here so that light green isn't as bright. I know it's lime and it should be bright, but it's just way too bright. The lemon's going to be bright enough. And we may do this smaller one here a little bit brighter, so. Just going to transition a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take, I think it's this one. Yeah, pine needles. We're just going to go into what I'm calling little bits of rind. They're probably chocolate chips, but I can't use brown, so we're not going to use brown, but that's okay. And I want emerald green. Oh, I know what I could have done. Oops. So this one is going to be pistachio. And I know I should have done those yellow. Let's add a little bit of yellow to that. I just thought of it. It could be pistachio ice cream. There, that's a little better. All right, now for this one here, we're going to take turmeric root. And we're going to make sure that we do all the little speckles in it with the turmeric root. Like so. And then we're going to take our yellow. So this is lemon. And we're going to try our best to make sure that we stay in the realms of the yellows and greens and whites for this page, because that's what we chose. Now we're going to go in with parchment. And it's actually turning out way better than I thought it would. I was a little bit concerned. I will not tell a fib. I was very concerned when I saw the color palette come up going, I'm not sure if I can do this. But I'm actually really, really enjoying the way it's turning out. So, all right, now we've got this one here. Yeah, we've got that one there. So we're going to take the lighter greens for that one. So we're going to take the dark will be the mint. Like so. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to call it ice cream. And then our medium tone will be the fresh grass. And I'm just going to go very lightly over the entire thing because I want that blending color to be there so this doesn't look so yellow. And this one here is spinach. Like so. Now we're going to do the cookie straws. So again, we're going to take that turmeric. And these are going to be lemon and lime straws. So this one's going to be the lemon, and that one will be the lime. And then we're going to take our lemon And then parchment. And I'm using the parchment to blend everything together. These pencils do tend to pick up the darker colors, so you have to be really careful. I noticed on this one that I've got a bit of green on there. So you have to be careful that you don't blend that into, your coloring. All right, so I'm just going to sharpen off some of that green. Although I don't, oh yeah, I need it for the table. Duh! I was going to say, I don't think I need that pencil any longer, but I do need it for the table. So we're going to sharpen off that green. Huh. Looks like it's actually in the pencil. That's weird. I will have to keep an eye on that because it kind of looks like it's right in the lead. I don't know if you can see it. See that little knot of green. It's very strange. The only other pencils I've had do that is the Castle Art Golds. Or not the Castle Art, the Starjoy. Yeah, the green is all the way through that pencil. Huh. Interesting. It doesn't seem to be affecting the pencil itself, so it may just be a part of the lemon color, so I'll keep an eye on it. If it starts looking too green, then I know why. Dust off any of the yellow that I just peeled off of that. All right, so this one here is going to be green. So again, we're going to start with the mint. Actually, I don't want mint. Let's do celery or emerald. Which one? Which one? Actually, let's use night forest. I'm just going to give it a quick little spin. And we're going to come in through here. I'm going to move the book just a touch here. And we're just going to do the little bits of the shadow areas here. Like so. Oh, there's some ice cream there that didn't get colored. Let's color that in. There we go. That's bitter. It didn't look right. Alright. And we've got the whippy cream stuff there in front. So we'll come back through and color the whipped cream. And then we'll color our spill here. Now I'm coming through with the mint. And then the grass green. Again, I'm just going to very gently go over the whole area with the grass green. And then we're going to come in with the spinach green. And blend it all together. Like so. Alright, now for the whippy cream stuff, we're going to start with the basalt gray. In the deepest areas here. Like so. And then we'll come in with the silver. And basically all I'm doing with this, because I'm putting gray on top of the gray scale, is giving the white something to blend into. Because I will be using a white pencil on top. But you have to give the white something to blend into to blend those grays together. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the Prismacolor white. The reason why I'm using this one is because it's one of the most opaque whites that I know. The white that goes with this set is quite translucent, and I don't want it to be translucent. I want it to take over that color and blend it together. Like so. Alright. And we're going to do the same thing on this one. This one doesn't have as much dark as that one did, so we're just going to do a few spots with the basalt gray. And then we're going to take our silver. And then our white. Like so. Now this one has a bit more, so again we're going to come in with that basalt. If you have just a medium gray, don't go too dark with it, but just a medium gray in your set, because I know that not everybody has the same pencils. But if you just go with a medium gray into a light gray, and then your white. I do suggest using the Prismacolor white or China white. I think it's Derwent Drawing that does the China white. I can't be positive because I can't remember. And the set's not in front of me, so I can't tell you. Another really good one is the Holbein Soft White, but that's a lot softer and a lot more expensive. I find that the Prisma White works really well and is quite cheap to replace. So that's the one I use. There are a lot of other ones out there that are just as good as the Prisma White if you don't like Prisma pencils or don't have them. The white and the black are the ones that I do keep available at all times. Now we're going to color this part here, and we're going to color it with the greens. So we're going to take grass green or fresh grass. And we're just going to color that whole area in a little bit there, and then we're going to take a little bit of the mint. We're going to build up that color a little bit. And then we'll come back through and reblend it with the fresh grass. Or even the spinach, depending upon how bright I want it to be. And let's try the fresh grass again. I think that's going to be bright enough. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, now for the bowl itself, we're going to do the bowl white. So the inside of the bowl, I need to use this dark gray. And this area here. The gray is used for shadowing white, just like black would be used for shadowing gray. It's a darker tone. You can also use a light blue or a purple for shadowing white, if depending upon what you're using it for. If you're using it for snow and that sort of thing, I use blues, grays, and purples for those shadows. All right, come off of here and come off of here. So as you can see, I'm going right through that green there with the gray to give it a little bit of dimension of the bowl. And then we're going to come through with our light gray, which is our silver color. Just putting in that shadow on the side of the bowl here. And down here. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. And around the edge here. And turn the book just slightly so I can get my hand in the right position. And then we're going to put some shadow underneath the spill. Like that. Now we're going to sharpen the white and hopefully not sneeze again. Sorry about that. Had to mute and not sneeze in your ears. Oh, goodness. So again, we're using that Prisma white, which is a part of our color palette, which is green, yellow, and white. Many different colors of green, yellow, and white, so I have used as many of the tone that is on that card as I can without it looking horrible. I did use skin tones, which are not on that card, but like I said before I chose the card, if there's skin tones required, skin tones will be used. Now, if you want to check out Kevin's work, he is available on Etsy, Amazon, and Facebook, as well as Instagram. You can definitely take a look at all of his work through those medias. Now I've got the sniffles because I was sneezing. Alright, there we have our white bowl. I'm going to dust that off. Now for our table, we're going to make it a very distressed yellow picnic table. So we're going to start off with the turmeric root for the shadows. And we got to try to remember not to worry about it looking perfect because it's going to be a distressed table. So we're going to be adding some whites, adding color, taking color away, that sort of thing. Okay. So right now I'm just following Kevin's work there. And because this is a painted table, we don't need to worry as much about the grain of the wood. We are going to give it some information, but we're not going to be overly exaggerated with it as we would if it was a stained table where you want to see that grain. So some of the areas I'm putting in that brighter yellow, and some of the areas we will be dulling that down. Okay, now we're going to take our parchment. And we're going to fill this in. Again, I'm not trying to be completely precise with it. I want it precise in the shadow areas, but the rest of the table itself I'm not too concerned about because I will be coming through with an eraser and with some white. just to make it look distressed, like it'd been worn down. Just looked at the time, and we've got lots of time to get this part done as well as the background, which I didn't think I was going to have time for today, which I'm quite happy I do. Okay, so we've got a light layer on there. Now we're going to take our eraser and we're going to distress this a bit. So we're going to take our eraser and we're just going to put little streaks in it, taking off some of that material. Not all of it, just some of it. And we erase that. And then we're going to take our yellow, we're going to take a deeper yellow. So we're going to use a little bit of corn. And I'm going to sniff all the rest of the video. Sorry, guys. So we're going to take some corn and we're just going to put in a little bit of a deep yellow in here. In some of those areas that the wood grain would hold on to that paint, if you know what I mean. Like if you paint something and then it starts to wear down, the paint stays in the wood grain a little bit better than on the rest of the wood. So we're just going to put some of that corn in the wood grain because we're going to be adding some white and calming it all down. So I'm not too concerned on how bright this is. I want it to be a brighter, darker yellow so that when I do go over it with the white, it gives me that darker yellow. All right, now we're going to go over it with the white. Like so. So even here you can see how opaque that that white turns everything. However, if we use a blender on it, then it starts to pick up a little bit more of that honey color underneath, which is great. Sorry about that. My nose is drippy because I was sneezing and now it's making me cough. Ay, ay, ay. If it's not one thing, it's another. We've got some allergens going on in the air today, and it's very cloudy, so it's kind of trapping them all down on top of me. All right, so there's our table. And then we're going to do our spoon. And we're going to do our spoon white, a white plastic spoon. So I'm going to take the basalt gray. go. Then we're going to take some of the silver. And then, of course, the white. Turn the book so that I can get my hand in there. Like so. All right, so there we have her, the table, and the ice cream all finished up. And I will be right back, and we will do the background, well, some of the background anyway. What I'm going to do is kind of a kind of Boca type of style with some gelatos. So we're going to use this one, this one. So we're going to use limoncello, banana, white, and I think it's this one, margarita mix. Yeah, I think those ones will work the best. And then we're going to also use some of the King Art gel sticks. We're going to use the pastel yellow color, which is lemon. So we're all done with the colored pencil. Oh, almost. I've still got to do her eyes. I forgot to do her eyes. So we're going to put in a little bit of the silver for the shadow areas. And then the white. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sharpen our white here. Oh, let's try to sharpen it without breaking it. That would be fun, Mr. Sharpener. All right, so we've got our white sharpened, and we're going to take our circle maker here, and we're going to just put in some random white circles. And we're going to do this with the other colors as well. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a bokeh background. The reason why I use the white pencil is because it's a heavier wax pencil and it will keep things from sticking on it, so it will actually stand out and pick up a little bit of that color that I'm going to use for the background, but it won't pick up all of the color, if that makes sense. I could also do this with the Caran d'Ache blender, but I like having a little bit of the white color in there. So we've got 3 different ones on there for the white, and that's all that we need there. So now I'm going to take our handy dandy tool here and move all that out of the way. We're going to take our yellow. I'm going to zoom you up just a little bit here so that you can see the background a little better. There we go. And then we're going to put this on the palette. And I need a lot of it, so I'm just going to fill the palette area here with as much of the gel stick as I can. The reason why I'm using the lemon in the gel stick is because A, it's cheaper than the Faber-Castell, and B, it's a larger stick, so I can get more out of it. All right. So I'm going to pick all that up. All right, and then we're just going to fill in the background. This is just going to be the base fill. And as you can see right there where I put that circle, it didn't fill in that area. I'm not concerned with it not covering completely or being really dark, because most of this is going to get covered up. This is just the base. Now with this part down here where it's gone off the edge, you just take your eraser and pick that up before it dries, and it should not be a problem. Like so. And you can erase it right off the page. And there we have our base for our background. Now we're going to take the smaller ones, here or there. Now this is what happens when you soak your brushes too long in water. They swell and then the paint breaks. So don't do that. All right, so we're going to start with this one here. Which is, I just saw the name, where'd it go? Banana. Banana. Banana, banana, banana. All right. And we're going to take our, first we're going to lift everything off of that white. And there's another one up here somewhere. I can't see that one very well. And that one there. I must not have pressed very hard on it because I'm not Not feeling it. Because you can feel it drag when you get into the pencil. So, all right. Now we're going to, there's that one. So now we're going to go over here with the banana. And we're going to go over top of that one. And we're going to take a smaller one, and we're going to go down here, and we're going to go over top of that one. Then we're going to put a big one there. And we're going to put another one here. And we're going to put one here. Like so. And let's put one here as well. And we'll put a little one down here. Trying to keep it still. Unlike me that shakes everywhere. And then we'll put a bigger one down here as well. And we'll put a little one over here. Okay, so that one needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And so does that one. And let's put a big one here. So I'm going around the hair, making sure that I don't go too much over top of it. But usually with a wax-based crayon, or a wax-based pencil I should say, you don't have to worry too much about the gelatos or the gel sticks going over top of the wax. You can just easily pick it right up. Alright, and want some little ones up here. And let's do this one up here. Okay, so there's all our yellows. We're going to also put another medium-sized one over here with that white. And then we're going to take our lemon, which is a much brighter color. This is almost a fluorescent-y kind of color. So this is limoncello. So this one's going to be a little more in your face kind of yellow. And we're going to take this brush here. And we're going to do this one over here. See what I mean by a little brighter. And then I'm going to also put one right here. And I'll put smaller one here. And a big one in between those two. And a little one overlapping these two down here. And let's do one down here. And one up here. And another one overlapping this one here. Isn't this fun? Okay, so there we have our yellows in there. Let's start with our green. And I should have a page somewhere. I obviously didn't. Now this is more of a yellow green, so kind of a lime green. I may have to grab a gel stick, a King Art, to give us a darker green, because I don't think I have that in the gelatos. We'll see how this looks, and if it's still almost too yellow, we'll grab a green. Yeah, that's still too yellow. Too yellow. So let's grab this one. We're going to use light green in the King Art gel sticks here. Because it's a nice green. And it'll be dark enough for what we want it for. Try not to overfill your brush. Alright, now we're going to put a green here. Make sure that it's in the lines. And I'm just going to smooth that out with my finger, like that. Same with here. I think we're going to go a little smaller. Let's smooth it out with my finger. And then we'll put one here. Let's pick up a little bit more. And go this one here. And we're going to take a little bit of this one. There. Mix the two of them together a little bit. And oh, that works out well. Alright, now we need some green down here. that. And then do a big one here. Like so. And we're going to do a medium one up here in the corner. Like so. And I think I want a big one here. And it's going to go right over top of that white that I put down before. And then we're going to just take our finger and we're going to wipe that off. Now we can also do this. Because of the fact that the white pencil is there, we can actually erase that right off of it. Just very gently picking it up. Now I need, this will work. Actually, let's use this. You can also do it with a clean brush. To soften those transitions. Like that. Alright, now we're going to need another brush. Do I have another one available? Or have I used them all up? That is, nope, that's too big. I need a small one. Nope, that's not one, that's something else. Oh no! Have I used them all? That's not good. I know I have some more. There's one. Oh, knew I had some more. But there's only one in there. Let's see. I'll have, oh, they're right there in front of my face. I'm trying to find the small one here, and it's right, literally right in front of my face. I found it though. So now we're going to use the coconut out of the gelatos. I'm going to have to put down a piece of paper or something. So that I don't run my page right over top of this. So we're going to pick up a bunch of this white. And we're going to start now. The white is just going to lighten the bubbles that the style that we already have there. So it's not going to be a bright white, but it is going to lessen all of the colors. That one I'm just going to need a bigger one for. Let's use this one. I'm going to go right on top of that one with the white because I just want it to be a little bit thicker, and this is such a large area. So I'm just going to go right on top of it, and then I'll spread that around with the that's better. Just wasn't able to pick up as much off the palette as I wanted. So there we go. And I've got the white there. I think I want a white here. Not putting too many of them in. Again, can't pick up enough off the palette. Don't like doing it this way, but and there we have the white. Just going to clean up the edges. Like so. And that is how we're going to do the background. I don't like the white, so I'm not going to do any more of that. I do like this really, really bright yellow though. Actually, I like it the way it is. Let's just put in a couple of small ones. And we'll fade them out a little. For the other areas here. All right. And that is how that's going to be done. And she is now complete. So I'm going to put a piece of paper down over this mess so that we don't put the page right in that mess. I will come through and wash it, don't worry. But I don't want the book sitting in it. So I'm going to switch it over to the main camera so that you can see how she looks. And there she is, all finished up with our yellows and greens. So she is now complete. We will be choosing a new picture on Saturday. Again, like I said, we will be joining Emily over on her channel for her streamiversary. So make sure that you pop over there at my normal time. And after the streamiversary stream, I will be doing the collection selection Saturday. Okay, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and this process. Hopefully I wasn't too off screen too many times. And of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to every YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.